Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Holy Picks as Holi is coming in, and these are the 5 best stocks that I could nurture up for you in order for you to buy over the next 5-6 years and make a good amount of money. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about these holy picks, a small request that kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and you can ask one question a day on markets and stocks. Plus, you'll have access to a lot of podcasts that I put up from time to time with short term and medium term calls. For detailed market or company talk, you can directly email me and we can work things out. So about these holy picks, these are established brands and strong managements, diversified yet market leaders in their segments, low or no debt and absolutely no pledging or virtually very less pledging that won't affect the stock price that much. Strong institutional holding is there and promoter holding is also there. Solid return ratios and very good profit numbers you'll see in these stocks. How are you going to allocate? So these are 5 stocks. You can put 20% in each stock over a period of time. You can take your pick, whether 12 months, 6 months, 18 months, but preferably probably next 6 months could be tumultuous for the market, and the market could be range bound in a 1,000 point range. So these will be there will be good opportunities to buy into these stocks in market declines. Hold for 5-6 years from here, and it should grow at between 25 to 30% CAGR. But again, disclaimers apply. But it looks like these companies could grow at around 25%, 27% CAGR. Keep a 30% stop loss from your average buy price if you don't like to make a lot of losses. And according to your risk appetite, you can put stop losses, because everyone has a different risk appetite. So you can keep 20%, 40%, 35%, and any range stop losses, so that you don't lose a lot if the trade doesn't come through, or if this investment doesn't go through well. First pick in my list is IRCTC. It is the leader in Indian railway services, and it is a highest, you can say, booking platform with a number of people coming in to book tickets. And once things normalize and once things become streamlined, this could be very big, and it's a monopoly in its space, leader in catering and leader in, you can say, online booking. Perhaps the biggest online booking site in Asia. Millions of online ticket booking every day that takes place on a yearly basis, millions and billions of booking that take place. Great moat, longevity of business is always there. The only caveat here is that it is a government owned company, so there could be some issues, as we saw with respect to divestment, and the price was curtailed, and post divestment you saw how the prices went up. So once this pandemic is over and once things normalize, I won't be surprised if IRCTC will come up with an EPS closer to somewhere around 60-65 for FY24. FY23, even if FY22 goes normal, then FY23 will have 60-65, but otherwise FY24 will have that. And the stock was trading at around 50-55 times before the pandemic, so we are looking at 3,000 plus on the stock in the next 2 to 3 years, and probably greater mode after that. So the stock could easily give you 25-30% over the next probably 5-6 years on a CAGR basis. The next pick in my list here is Dr. Lal Path Labs, one of the leading players in, you can say, online, one of the leading players in terms of testing for different illnesses, and it is a lab, a pathology lab that is renowned here in North India and is pretty big leader in private diagnostic, and the biggest point here is it hasn't expanded in the south that much as it has done in the north and the central region, spread across India, and especially in the northern region it is widespread and in usage. And with the advent of the pandemic, people have uh, started ordering, you can say, test at home, and especially with the elderly and with the people who are above 50, 55 years of age. It is more prudent to call the people at Dr. Lal to take the tests or samples at home. And this is going to get big, even bigger going forward, with illnesses and with everything, and with an aging population going forward 10 years down the line. So over years, need for testing will only increase and will not decrease. And people with their lifestyle, with the kind of lifestyle that they are living, they're bound to be issues, and I'm sorry to say that, but that is how things are happening, and that's why people need to take care of themselves. But overall, the trajectory seems that there'll be more need for people to get into diagnostics, for people to get into testing more and more. So Dr. Lal Path Labs could be a behemoth going forward. So again, a stock that would give you 23 to 25% CAGR over the next 6 years. A brilliant growth story for a decade, as I have explained. And stock has had time correction and now is surging, so you can buy over the next 6 months whenever the stock declines sharply, whenever the market is very subdued and the stock also declines. You can just quietly accumulate the stock. The third pick in my list is Tata Chemicals, and just came into a reckoning over the next last 6 months, and the biggest reason for this, and most of you would be understanding, and some of you might be invested in the stock. It was a leading player in the soda ash business earlier, and we have seen that demand for soda ash also scaled up about 2 3 months back. So that started, or that triggered the big movement 6 months back, when the demand for its products started to scale up, and then prices of their chemicals also started to go up. It is a brand of Tata, and now it has begun with operations for EV batteries, and that is what has come out. So they are working on it, and once that gets, you can say, commercialized and everything gets on road, I think this stock would be something else. Currently it is trading, it is an 18,000 crore market cap company. If it really comes up with you can say battery making and or any kind of chemicals for those batteries, and batteries become prominent with electric vehicles, as most of the people are bullish on it, this could be an EV play over the next 6 8 years. And yes, the returns might not be great for the next year. You can accumulate on declines. The stock has run up, but over the next 6 to 8 years, you can make a lot of money here. I would be surprised if it doesn't give you 25 27% CAGR over the next 6 8 years. uh, yes, 1 year could be difficult. Let the stock consolidate, let it decline a bit, and then you try to get into the stock. Remember to buy on adverse market days, the days like we have had yesterday. Similar kind of days, 200 300 nifty fall could be best for somebody to get into something like a Tata Chemicals. So let's see, after Tata Chemicals, which are the other two stocks that are there in my holy pick list. So let's see which is the fourth one. The fourth stock in my list is Trent. Uh, yes, I have always been a proponent of DMart, and saying that DMart will give you very good returns even going forward. But at 2800 3000 rupees, with 14 rupees current EPS, and with malls not doing that greatly at the moment and everything else that surrounds it, I find Trent as a better pick compared to a DMart. DMart is currently trading at 200 times current earnings. Trent is trading at 98, 97 times current earnings. So it's not very cheap, or it's not reasonably valued. It is also overvalued, but still it is half the value of what DMart is. Yes, DMart has their own stores. DMart gives the best value, and still makes a lot of money on the bottom line. Brilliant operational efficiency and everything else. So nothing against the company. It is just that I feel that a lot of things are happening at Tata's, and this group as a whole has come out trumps over the last 6 8 months, and that has been the biggest change in the market, because Tata Group had done you can say very decently with a 14 to 18% CAGR returns in some of the stocks, whereas other stocks in the autos and other segments did not give any returns, in fact gave negative returns for the last 7 8 years. But now things are changing at Tata's, and they are now heading towards the new age, you can say, business segments, be it electric vehicles or be it online grocery shopping. And this comes into being because of the fact that big basket might be bought by Tatas, and we need to understand that, or we need to figure out as to where this would eventually get into, or in which basket big basket will get into. Either it will go to Tata Consumer or will go to Trent. It looks like it may go to Tata Consumer, but if it goes to Trent, even that would be positive. Apart from that, the business of Trent malls, etc., and whatever businesses that they are having are at the worst situations at the moment, and the stock has been time correcting. Although the stock has surged just lately, I believe there is more moat in it over the next 4 to 6 years. Yes, DMart as a whole around 2700 is very attractive. I won't say that somebody who is holding DMart should sell it, but if somebody is looking for any other pick in the same segment, in the retail segment, should look at Trent, one of the top retail companies. Trades, as I explained, around 9500 times current valuations. And if you just extrapolate that, you would be seeing 8 rupees EPS or something like that, 8 9 rupees EPS. So again, trading at 90 95 times versus 200 times. Strong business and management of you can say Tata's backing it. And if some of the acquisitions or some of the, you can say, business uh, inorganic growth that takes place comes to Trent, then we are looking at major value creation for the investors. Again, accumulate on days when the stock falls a lot, when the market falls a lot and stock consolidates, because Trent does its own thing. It doesn't it is not a high beta you can say stock that goes with the market. It does its own thing and goes on its own journey. So it could be up when the market is down. So whenever the stock is down sharply, one can accumulate. I still believe valuations are stretched here. So on a decline towards 50 DMA would be better opportunities to get into. 50 to 100 DMA would be the best time to get into such stocks. The fifth pick in my list is Tasty by TT Pulse, and it has come into this list earlier also last year, and on many occasions, and it has just uh, done so remarkably well in the last 3 4 years even. So I remember the stock trading between 8,000 to 10,000 for many months, and now it went to 16,000 odd levels and has declined to 13,600. I think it gives opportunities to get into. It gives all the opportunities for investors to get into. It's just that many of the investors think that it's expensive. Yes, it does trade at 70 80 times earnings, but it is America's largest brand of prepared Indian food. You can say groceries and foods and everything. A product sold in USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and UK. So you can understand, and these products include, you can say, all the condiments, all the packaged food, complete food material, lunch and dinners. So you have, if I can name a few dishes, dal makhani, paneer, butter masala, etc., and all sorts of products that are packaged. You can just heat the product or heat the food and eat. So it is like ready to eat kind of products that they prepare, and it is quite prominent in US and North America. High promoter holding at around 74%, and it has very high return ratios, and that's why it trades at 80-85 times earnings. Absolutely no debt, and it is a high growth stock. It used to be around 2,200 crores. It has now gone up in the last 2 3 years to 3,500 crores, and it gradually is gaining market share and increasing, you can say, market cap on the bourses. So I won't be surprised if it goes to 10,000 crores in the next 6 7 years. That's my assessment on Tasty Bite. Could even do even better than that, maybe 15,000 crores over the next 6 years. So could give you very decent returns. So these are my picks for Holi that you can accumulate from a 5 6 years perspective. Kindly subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.